Hey guys, I'm here with Angela. We've been working together since about, I'm going to say early mid November. And I thought, I just come on here, have her share her results, and also just some insight on what it's like to actually work with me. So, Angela, if it's cool with you, just introduce yourself, give us a quick 30-second intro on what it is that you do, and then we'll go from there.
So I'm Angela Beers. I specialize in listings. I call myself a listing specialist because marketing and the way you, uh, you know, phrase things is everything. So I've been a realtor for almost 12 years and recently was, doing my business plan and asked myself, how can I modernize my business? Really dove into marketing, went down the YouTube rabbit hole of marketing, value marketing, and that's how I discovered you.
Perfect. So tell us like where you were before working with us in terms of like key metrics, whether that's lead quality, sales in general, and then,
Yeah,
afterwards as well. What did everything look
yeah.
like?
So, I average about 10 to 12 million in volume annually. As a solo and independent agent, those are very good numbers. I have 90%, 95% of what I do is listings. So, couple years ago, 28 listings, the year before 29, last year I'll probably hit 20. I was a little light. We moved, but anyway, so when I say I'm listings focused, I am listings focused, and when I put my time and energy and resources into something, it is to get in front of homeowners.
Cool. What would you say like is the quality of the leads comparative to other sources? Why don't you break down like some of the current sources that you've used or maybe previous sources in the past and then compare that to like YouTube ads?
Sure, sure. Yeah. Let's see. The A couple years ago, I signed up with. So my experience I had was with UpNest in particular. I'm a cold caller, so I look for high equity. So a lot of cold calling. In terms of like Sphere, I would, obviously I'm getting business from my Sphere. So it was like UpNest slash Realtor.com. Those leads were pretty good, but a very heavy referral fee, 30% typically. Plus you're paying 175 bucks a month to get like, the glamour shot on the, up nest cover or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, the bullshit, the preferred, whatever. But anyway, so that was actually good. I mean, I'm used to in-home sales and like so that's the thing when you're getting into this and you're trying to figure out, your lead sources and what's going to work for you, it's one thing to get leads, it's another to know how to convert them into business, that layering effect. So, I find that over the years, I've developed a pretty solid way to just the follow-up, the multiple touches, the layers of building rapport, because a lot of the times, if you're not working with your sphere, you don't know these people. So, you need to be a master at building rapport, and then you have to be really good at, sharing your value proposition. So, I've been good at converting leads because I had experience within home sales for a really long time, and that's essentially what it is. So, the difference is I wanted is at some point, all realtors start to do the same thing. You can see the trends. You can see, okay, now everybody's pumping out videos and they're looking for ways to get leads that way and they want to brand themselves and this and that. And I just said, okay, clearly, like I need to do something else because whenever you get those lead sources like a realtor.com lead source, it has its heyday. It gets, it's really good. They're doing something in the beginning that like worked and then it kind of I don't know what, maybe you know better than me, but the leads aren't as good or they're doing something different. They're not getting the high intent leads. Maybe they're using the home evaluation. Hey, here's your, put your address in and get your home estimate. People do that maybe out of curiosity without them really, you know, there's just the quality wasn't there. It starts to diminish over time. So for 2026 with YouTube, when I saw your ad specifically about speaking to the emotional piece of this, like, the pain points, putting out ads that speak to pain points, that things that people care about, whether it's their bottom line, whether they're high equity, whether they need to downsize. There's pain points within all of those things. And so putting out good ads um made sense to me. So basically, and I'll tell you the numbers since we started here because I think it's a really important to
Yeah,
mention.
definitely pull that up.
So I have our spreadsheet that you and I share pulled up here. And to date, since we started this thing, I have 26 leads in what would you say? That's like a 8-week period, maybe?
Yeah, about a 2 month time
Yeah,
frame.
it's been
Yeah.
2 months. So 26 leads. Out of that, I've listed one,
Yep. Got
for
one on there.
50,000. And then I have, let me mark my hot to trot ready to go in red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are gonna transact this year. Most of them will be by spring. The other ones are just more of the, let's follow up and the long-term follow-up. Couple, looky-loos, curious. I actually had one woman reach out to me that said she loved the ads. She was also in real estate. But overall, I mean, I don't know, you can crunch those numbers quicker than me, Liam. So we've got 26 leads, 1 listed, and what did I say? 6.
Yeah, 6 pending, and those are gonna convert. I mean, yeah, we're looking at, like, 30% as far as, like, potential lifetime conversion rate.
Mhm.
As well, also break down, you had, I think, a higher end listing as well that's gonna be converting within the next 6 months?
Oh, 100%, and they booked
Yeah.
an appointment. So
Yep.
they booked an appointment. That's a $1.2 million listing,
Mhm.
1.25. Like, it's a beautiful area, big property, but that's the thing, the ones that came in are averaging between 700 and that one at 1.2. I mean, we're not talking about $200,000 hoopties. No offense to the $200,000, houses because it's small things. A lot of the
Yep.
time, but that's the point though. A lot of the times when you subscribe to these lead sources, you're getting, sometimes you get garbage. Um, and, so it's important to talk about the numbers and talk about like, hey, these are not just high intent leads, but I mean, the average sale price on these is rocking and rolling. So yeah, they saw my ad, they responded and engaged with the ad. They actually booked an appointment. I send a video message. As soon as that appointment comes in, I send a video text message saying, "Hey, thank you," introducing myself, and then saying that I got their appointment and I look forward to talking with them on the appointment.
Yep.
Then I called them, they answered, because, that's always a great thing. They answered, they had me on speaker, husband and wife, and we just talked about, their goals, their plans, built rapport with them, and they're definitely I will convert them. I know it.
Awesome. Pivoting here for a minute, I do wanna know, like, how much time you actually spend per month on the actual recording process of it, so, like, the logistical side.
I don't even
Um
remember the last time we recorded. Honestly, that's how little as far as a time commitment it is. So, usually what I do, we've recorded twice. Um, we did one right out of the gate, which took me I think it took me a couple of hours because I wanna make sure that it's right, and the first round, I don't even think was great or polished the way that I would have liked it, but I wanted to get you something and get this ball rolling. The second round took me, uh, I don't know, maybe 2 hours, hour and a half, because it's like it's easy. You just roll through the intros, the hooks, and leave some space in between, and then you roll through the body, and just try to make it as natural and organic as possible. So then really you do everything else. I send you all that crappy, shitty footage.
Nope, not at all. Obviously not. Obviously not.
No, so
It's
that's it.
been
The time
converted.
commitment is really and that's what I'm grateful for because, I do a little bit of the work, just in terms of pushing you the raw content, and then you polish it and do whatever magic you're doing because every person that I call that came in as a lead answers. I think I've had one person out of that list, maybe two, not yet get back to me, but that's crazy to have that many people either pick up the phone or respond to my video text. So
Yeah, yeah, it
everybody
is pretty wild. And that's
It
just the
is,
intent of how it works.
and
That's
they're kind of happy to
so
hear from me because 'cause I'm like, "Hey, I'm Angela Beers on from the YouTube video that you watched. I just wanted to let you know that I'm, like, a real human." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, how are you?" And so it's just a more natural engagement, and it's
yep.
it's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think you also mentioned that, they, like, were like, "Oh, you're a real person," or and something
Yeah.
along those lines?
Yeah, yeah. I always because 'cause I'm like, "Hey, I'm local." Like, and I've had and I told you this, in my referral group, that's another way I get business. In my referral group, I've had 2 people who both told me they were up perusing YouTube, which you and I both know they were looking for at real estate, and, um, and they saw my ad, both of them. 'Em. They're like, "You're killing it, like, that's awesome. We just saw you, like, yesterday on a YouTube ad." And I'm like, "That's my homie Liam. That's."
Love it. I love it, man. That's great. Where do you think that your business is gonna be within the next, like, 6 to 12 months, continuing with YouTube?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna continue with YouTube. You and I are gonna talk about how we can scale this thing, and whatever's next, I'm totally, open to. So, I probably my goal this year is 35 homes. Um, that's, like, 6 more than my best year, and right now, my 1st quarter pipeline is really good. So, I think it's very reasonable that I'll hit that number. I don't know what the volume on that will look like. I gotta crunch those numbers, but, I mean, my GCI, I'm hoping will be about 250,000 this year.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's solid. Um, so I guess, I have, like, one last question.
Yeah, go ahead.
If anyone's on the fence about working with me and my team, what would you tell them?
Don't be on the fence, and I can say that because I've explored a lot when it comes to lead gen, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to different people reaching out, "Hey, we got leads for you. Hey, all you gotta do is pay this or do that." And, "Hey, we're gonna take 30% or 33 or 35% at settlement." And honestly, you are hands down, and I mean this, don't cry. You are hands down the best investment that I've made in my business. And I say that with 100% conviction. I trust you completely. And I saw your ad and I knew that you were the right person. And then it turns out we're from the same hometown.
This was not planned, trust me on this. This was
And
that's it's pretty wild, actually,
You were like you were like, "Yeah, from someplace in upstate New York," and I was like, "I'm kinda from someplace in upstate New York," and you're
That's
like,
just how we
"Yeah."
roll in upstate New York, we get it done, That's it.
Yeah, so
Uh,
anyway, just to answer your question, I would not be on the fence. I am seeing and reaping the reward. I've already got one list, like, one is under contract. You do everything you say you're gonna do, you're quick to do it. We had our ads up and running. As soon as I recorded them, you polished them up and had them up and running. So, don't be on the fence. Give him a shot. He's awesome.
Thank you so much, that is perfect. So why don't you tell everyone where they can find you, like, what your socials are, how people can connect with you? I'll put them down in the description below
Yeah, dude, this
as
is
well.
getting so old. I'm like, I'm on YouTube and I'm on Facebook. So my name is Angela Beers, and there's not a lot of Angela Beers. I'm with LPT Realty. I have a YouTube channel that you can reach me on, you just call me on my cell phone. That number's listed everywhere. Like, for real, if people have questions, like, if they see this and they're still on the fence and they have some more specific questions, like, I welcome you can private message me, shoot me a text, whatever. I'm an open book, so feel free to reach out.
If you guys are interested in getting results like Angela in under 60 days, like I said, the link is in the description below. My website's on there. Just check out the first video. From there, if you have any more questions, just book a call and we'll break everything down and see if this is right for you.